Hi, everyone.
Hello, congrats on the win. Let's start it off here. Michael Roberson, you're up first. Go ahead.
All right, Anna, another great game offensively, and once again, absolutely dominating the boards. Another 9-rebound game. How are you pulling that off? And then also that great charge you took, that was a very key moment in the game.
I think in terms of the scoring and the rebounding, obviously we didn't have Lexi or Alyssa or Hannah, and so just kind of going into the week, I knew that I was going to have to do a little bit more, and so really just trying to focus in and do what I can when I can, and try not to play outside of myself as much as possible, and just play my game. So yeah.
And are you excited about your brother playing this weekend?
I am. I'm very excited. Game on Friday, game on Saturday. It's a weekend full of sports, so I love it.
Let's go next to Pepper Pursley. Go ahead, Pepper.
Thank you. Hi, Anna. It's nice to talk with you today. In the third quarter, it seemed like it was when you really came back and your team started to turn the corner. How did you see that change your team's momentum in the third quarter?
Well, first, Pepper, I'm so excited you're on here. You're adorable, and just super excited to have you on here. But
thank you.
Of course. I think that knowing that coming into halftime that we weren't playing, exactly our best game, but we knew that we could play a little bit better. Obviously, we got to see how they play in the first half, and so I think the momentum was just knowing that we could do it, and just coming out and realizing that we have everything that we need, and so yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go next to RJ Badia. Go for it, RJ.
Hey, Anna, I had to ask you about the charge you took from Boley in the second half, not just the play, but, you're known for keeping your emotions in check pretty well out there on the court, and you looked a little hyped at that moment. Can you just talk about that play?
Yeah, I think that I do think that I am a pretty I can keep my emotions under control. But just knowing that in this game, it just meant a lot to me and the team. Obviously, not having 3 people here, and so I think that it was really just something to be trying to be an emotional leader for the team, and just realizing that that can be a momentum shifter. And so just wanting to, and obviously I understood how many fouls she had. And so just trying to realize that it was a really great opportunity to take that. And so, yeah.
And then I'm just curious, how important was it for you guys to beat a team this good without your A game and, without your full squad?
Yeah, I think that's scary, honestly. I think that, obviously, people did well and some people stepped up. Jana really stepped up. And so I think that it's amazing to be down 3 important people too, whether it's a leader, scorer, 3-point shooter, rebounder, and to not have those 3 pieces, but understand that our team was playing for them and just how close our team is, and just putting together, a game, even though at some parts it wasn't too pretty. And so I think that it was just really great for our team. And moving forward, we know that we can do it. And so, yeah, it was great.
Awesome. Thanks, Anna. Congrats.
I'm really proud of everyone, really.
A few more here. Next up in the queue, Michelle Vopel. Go ahead, Michelle.
Yeah, Anna, it seems like on almost all these Zooms, Tara has made mention of you and specifically your defense being a game changer for you guys. And I know you've talked about this a bit, but can you maybe explain how you've sort of taken your defensive level up even a notch the way that you have, and how that impacts the rest of the team?
Yeah, being a 5th year, I try and study film as much as possible. And I think that really helps me defensively when I get on the court. I mean, obviously, with Fran as my backup and Cam as my backup. And obviously Lacey comes in and I get to watch her. And obviously throughout the week, we have such tremendous scores on our team. And so being able throughout the week, being able to prepare against them, it's obviously like super helpful for when it comes game time and being ready and prepared for that. Obviously our coaching staff really stresses a lot, scouting report and knowing your personnel and everything. And so I think that with being a fifth year, I think obviously just really focusing on the fact that I understand what teams are doing, what they want, and just trying to use that to my advantage. And just obviously continuing to learn all the time. So yeah, I think defense is so fun. So yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead to Cheryl Coward. Go ahead, Cheryl.
I was also going to ask about your defense, especially given all of the injuries that you had, and your teammates who always also comment on how you're just willing to sacrifice your body for the team on defense. Given all that in your career, how have you been able to just stay completely fearless out there and just not even, waver in how hard and intense you play on defense?
Yeah, I mean, injuries happen whether you play really hard or you don't. So I'm not really worried about getting injured when I'm playing defense or anything like that. I think the biggest thing is like understanding that I like just being able to be quick and understanding what teams want to do offensively and being able to like remember that during games and adjust during games and stuff like that. I think that just using that to my advantage and understanding that defense is all effort. And so whether I'm having a good shooting day or not, whether I get shots up or I don't get shots in games, like defense is always there. And I can always rely on that and hang my hat on that. So that's why I really take pride in it. And I love defending the best players, top scorers on the court. And so, because I know that's what I can bring to the team and I know I can bring that consistently. So. And
to quickly follow up, are there any defensive players who you admire who played really great defense, on a pro level, like Tamika Catchings or someone like that? Is there anyone you look up to or model your defense after?
Well, actually, that's a good question. Actually, there was and I'm actually going to mention a male player. Obviously, they're tremendous women's defenders. But Matisse Thybulle, he played at Washington last year. He's someone that I've watched and just his defense, obviously he's way longer than me, but his activity on defense and just he just loves it and his energy is someone I've always watched. And of course there are other players, but I think that for me, it's really just been just my energy and just effort and just trying to bring that all the time. I mean, obviously there's some nights where people just shoot lights out, and there's other nights where I can really just bring a lot of energy and a lot of effort. And so it's also understanding that I don't have to keep someone to zero. It's just pretty much I want to give them only shots that I want them to have, and not getting discouraged by that. And so that's really my focus. And I think that's been really the turning point in terms of my defense, is really just understanding that I can't keep someone to zero, but I can give them only shots that I want them to have, and I can control that. And so.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take one final question here and then wrap it up. Michael Roberson, go ahead.
All right, Anna, how settling is it and comforting to have the men down there also? And did you get a chance to see the freshman sensation Zaire Williams with the triple-double and the windmill two-hand dunk yesterday?
Yeah, so we don't get to see them in person, of course, but we're staying socially distant and everything. But obviously watching them play has been a lot of fun. Obviously he's a superstar and he's going to do really, really well in the future. I think someone that I'm really close to on their team is Bryce Willis. And, we watch each other's games and we talk all the time. And obviously their team is really good defensively as well, for the most part. And so I think it's just been really cool to be here. Obviously we've only been here for 1 week and this is our first game in Santa Cruz, and the facility is really, really great. but obviously it's been really challenging being on the road and being like one of the only teams who's been on the road the entire season from the very beginning. And even though we're really close, like meaning it's being in Santa Cruz to Sanford, it's still different than playing Maples, but still really grateful to be playing as a team and being healthy and everything.
Anna, thank you for the time today. Congrats on the win, the good game.
Thank you.